Left field is probably one of the oddest positions in all of baseball. Over the past few years, it's been very thin. I think that's kind of starting to change now, as we do have a lot of bright young stars looking to change that. Today we put together our top 10 list for left fielders for the 2026 season. These are who we think will actually be the best left fielders this year. We're going to start off with an honorable mention, and that is Daylen Lile. I do think he is a very intriguing young player. He played great in the MLB in 2025 for about 90 games or so. He had a 133 WRC plus in that time, but his 2026 projections don't expect him to be very good. I don't totally buy that, but at the same time, just too many unknowns to actually get him into this top 10 right now. Jumping into our actual top 10 list, we got started off with the number 10 spot, Randy Arozarena, who's been one of the consistent presences in left field. He provided great offense in Seattle last year, giving a WRC plus over 120, hitting 27 home runs. The deeper metrics do show that his offense probably won't be as great again in 2026. Also not the greatest defensively, but he hits the ball hard, and he hits the ball hard very consistently. He's just 31 years old, and I expect him to stabilize, right? I don't expect him to improve on what he did in 2025, but I also don't expect him to fall off or get worse. I just expect him to continue to be around a 3-WAR player. There's a lot of left fielders that you could put in that discussion and kind of interchange them, because right, Ian Happ's a 3-WAR player every year. Taylor Ward's around a 3-WAR player every year. I think Randy Arozarena's in that group. Now the number 9 spot on our list is Jackson Chourio of the Milwaukee Brewers. He put up 2.9 WAR last year, which is the same as Randy Arozarena did in 2025, but he is just 22 years old, so he has a lot more room to grow. He's good at defense, he's got good speed and a lot of raw power. The offense isn't the most consistent, and that's where he has the room to grow. I've seen him be a very good hitter for, a month here or there, but that plate discipline and pitch recognition kind of throws him off and hasn't allowed him to consistently be a threat at the plate. The more that bat stabilizes, he has the ability to be a very special player. The number 8 spot on our list is Riley Greene, who is just 25 years old. Feels like he's older than that, but he's been in the league for a while. His ceiling is one of the better young players in baseball. He had a 121 WRC plus last year with 36 home runs. He continues to improve, and I think we could see a 40 home run season from him. He does have to cut down on the strikeouts though, but if he does do that, then he's going to be a true offensive leader for his team. Now, number 7 spot on our list is Kwan. And I think Kwan, similar to Riley Greene, has a very high level of upside that he just hasn't accessed very consistently. He has accessed and been a high level player more than Riley Greene has, but he's also a few years older, right? There was a stretch for a year where Kwan was almost in an MVP conversation. Still know he has the ability to be a team's best player and a guy you can rely on and build around. And I think coming into 2026 healthy should help him and get his offense to bounce back, because the offense was really disappointing in 2025. Really just around a league average hitter last year, and that's not great. That's not where you want him to be. He still gives you a very high floor because he's going to play great defense, probably one of the best defensive left fielders in the game. Got the speed, and I do expect the bat to bounce back. The number 6 spot on our list is Kyle Stowers of the Miami Marlins. He had a great year in 2025. He had the 3rd most WAR among left fielders last year, and he only played 117 games. The thing I don't get about Kyle Stowers is what he did last year versus what he's projected to do in 2026. Last year he put up 4 WAR, and he's projected 2.4. Last year he put up a WRC plus of 149, and he's projected a 113. Projections expect a massive fall off from him, and I don't know if I buy that. If we went just off the projections, he would not even be in the top 10. If we went off what we saw last year, he would be a top 3 left fielder, if not the number 2 left fielder, provided the fact that you expect him to play more than 112 games this year. So I think when you put together what we just saw with his projection and kind of just find the middle, that's how we kind of land here at the number 6 spot. And the number 5 spot on our list is Jarren Duran. The ceiling for Jarren Duran is something we saw in 2024, where he was the best left fielder in all of baseball. He put up 6.8 WAR that year, and if he put up 6.8 WAR again, I feel like it would be a safe bet to say that he would be the best left fielder yet again. But will he do that? 2025 was not as great. It was still 3.9 WAR, which is very solid, and a 111 WRC plus. And if he does that again, which I think that's kind of his floor, then he's still very safe top 10 left fielder. But again, if he could just access what he had in 2024, that would allow him to fly a lot higher. Number 4 spot on our list is Cody Bellinger of the New York Yankees. He was the best left fielder in the game in 2025. He He still plays good defense. Obviously, is an incredibly reliable hitter. He's 30 years old now, so he's not really old or anything. He's still very athletic, and he's just a mature presence at the plate. He doesn't have the highest exit velocities or the fastest swing speed, but he barrels up the ball. He is very well prepared, which is great to have in clutch situations in times of need, just as an anchor in a lineup, especially behind Aaron Judge. Cody Bellinger is very dependable and a great asset to have on your offense. That said, I don't know if his ceiling is the highest anymore. Like a lot of these guys that we've talked about, there's just that chance that they put up over 6 WAR. And at this point in Cody Bellinger's career, I mean, we've seen MVP level seasons from him in the past, but I think he's just kind of stabilized as this all-star level player. He's going to put up 4 to kind of a high 5 WAR. So he's a very safe option, but I don't know if he has the highest ceiling on this list anymore. But if everybody else kind of falls flat, like last year, I mean, he put up 4.9 WAR last year and was the best left fielder in the game. And I think that's more so where just left field is kind of a weak position right now. And if the position as a whole falls flat and none of these young players really take off, then yeah, Cody Bellinger can still do that and be the best left fielder in the game. Number 3 spot on our list is Roman Anthony. He's got great speed, he's got great athleticism, he's got good defense. That alone gives him a very high floor. We also saw him in 70 games in the MLB hit really well last year, and we've seen him in the World Baseball Classic just come up really clutch and handle the big moment. So we know the bat has a lot of upside. The number 2 spot on our list is Wyatt Langford. Wyatt Langford was the second best left fielder last year. He's the second best left fielder when it comes to projected WAR for 2026. He has great defense. He has great speed. He's more established in the league than Roman Anthony is. I think it was kind of a sneaky good offensive year for him because the Rangers offense as a whole was a disaster. He was the guy kind of holding that up. And when Corey Seager was healthy, that was the other guy. Aside from Corey Seager, Wyatt Langford was the only above average hitter on that entire team. I think with a new offensive mindset as a team and with more protection in that lineup for him, he's going to do even better offensively. And again, he's 25 years old, so his offense is naturally going to get better anyway. And so I think we're going to see a guy who had a 118 WRC plus last year move comfortably into a 120 or above WRC plus this year. Again, with that defense and speed and a 120 WRC plus, that is the safest 4 WAR player we've had on this entire list. And the expected stats expect him to improve as well. I think he's going to really move into a superstar, just kind of the leader of the Texas Rangers in 2026. But the number 1 left fielder in baseball for the 2026 season is Juan Soto of the New York Mets. Now, this is not fair, and it's not as fun of a conversation as if Juan Soto were in right field, where you could kind of compare him to Aaron Judge, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Kyle Tucker, and Corbin Carroll, and Fernando Tatis Jr., and that's a whole fun discussion when you're talking about all those guys. When you put Juan Soto in left field, it's not the same. We're talking about guys in Wyatt Langford and Roman Anthony, and Jarren Duran and Kyle Stowers, and Stephen Kwan and Riley Greene, who maybe have star potential and just haven't hit it yet, versus a guy in Juan Soto who has consistently proven that he is a superstar for years now. I believe that Wyatt Langford can improve and become a 6 WAR player, but if Soto doesn't put up 6 WAR, it's a bad year for him. Soto remains one of the best pure hitters in baseball. His plate discipline is pretty much unmatched. That approach leads to just some insane on-base percentages, and the power is incredible. He stole bases last year too. So those are my top 10 left fielders for the 2026 season. Who's too high? Who's too low? Who did I miss? Let me know down in the comments. Come back tomorrow for the top 10 center fielders.